Hi everyone, Gray Power 60 here, preparing stash for my 2025 spring journal. I'm getting all kinds of stuff ready. I've been doing some tags, I've been doing different ephemera. These are just some pages I've kind of thrown together into a signature. I'm not sure how many pages I want to do yet, but it gives me an idea. And these are some papers that I got from Temu that I want to use. I'm kind of getting everything ready. I've also got some clear stamps with some flowers and things. I want to stamp on some tissue paper and color them. So that's part of what I want to do so that I can add to my stash. These are words, I believe, oh, I've forgotten her name. Anyway, these are digitals that I've cut up and kind of gotten those ready. What else am I going to be showing you there? I got words there. Oh, and then there was butterflies. I think it was from Hither and Yon. I'm not sure. Ooh, forgive me, but I'll be using them. I won't be selling my journals anyway, so, you know, I may give them away, but I won't be selling them. So these are just little pieces, papers that I've kind of pulled out that I want to do a little bit of collaging, kind of get away from some of the kind of tags that I've been doing lately, which is, you know, using distress ink and stickers and so on. And I want to do different things. Now I found these are little metal pieces. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. So these are words that was in a sheet, and I'm just cutting them up and I'm putting them in that bag in case I want to use them. I may or may not. I've got tons of words and things that I want to use, so it's kind of nice to have a stash built up, you know, so that you could have them available and then you have a little bit more to choose from. And I had this sitting in my digital file forever. And yeah, so right now all I'm doing is just cutting them up. And in no particular order. They could be inked, adjusted, whatever, later on, colored. So there, and I'm going to keep them all in this little cellophane bag that I have. Put them in there. I just think it's good to have a good variety of different size words, different kinds of words, not just from magazines and books and stamped. It's kind of nice to have a whole set of those. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick that together, and that's, yeah. So I'm just kind of piling things up, and I'm just showing you here. Now there's some loose ones in between here that I want to take out that I just kind of threw in my folder. So I'm going to take those out and include them in the cellophane bag so that I don't have words that I might use or might want to use, right? So yeah, kind of organizing as well. Trying to get myself organized, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use that one, but you never know. You never know. So those are all the words. And these are all going to go into the cellophane bag. I mean, I like using the Tim Holtz ones and the fake Tim Holtz styled words. Some of them are not Tim Holtz, some of them are just from Temu, I believe. So it's good to have those, and then some that you've cut out of maybe scrapbook paper, and some you've stamped and so on. So it's just good to have a little variety so you can pick from. And I'm kind of keeping things in a little dish here. So I've got my washi that I may or may not use, but I want to keep them close and handy. Now I'm showing you a piece of cellophane that came off of my it came off of my washi tape, and I use that when I'm doing stamping and I only want to stamp part of something. They're a little bit awkward, but it, you know, saves me from using other papers and stuff and that words. So there's my tissue paper that I want to do some stamping on, and I'll also do some coloring once the ink is dry. So now I got to get out all my little stash of clear stamps that I want to use. I'm probably going to use archival. I may use potted soil, and I'm just putting a few things out of the way that I've been working on. Just trying to tidy up a little bit, and the scraps from the word sheet that I had. I wish I could remember the name. Oh, this is something else. I saw someone do it, and I can't remember who it was on a video. So what I'm going to do as well is take a large, what do we call these? Oh my God, my brain just went dead. You know what it is. Yeah, but because the holes on my tags are very big, I'm going to also use a piece of this metal, I was going to call them cranks. All the names are just going out of my head right now. Anyway, I'm going to use that to hold it in place a little bit better. So I brought those out in case I want to do more than one. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put it together in a second. I've also got some, yeah, I've got flowers. I got photos of flowers. I've got flowers that I made. They're not all in here. And then these are sticker flowers that I have in my stash. I've also got all of these. This is pretty well miscellaneous stickers. There are people, there's kids, there's coffee, it's all kinds of different things that had really no place to go. And then these are clocks that I have, and I think maybe some of these flowered clocks might be pretty on some of my spring pages for decor. And then this is labels. I have got so many. I mean, these are only a few, and some of them are from Temu. Here I have the Tracy Fox ones, but they're in a different container. I wanted to keep them separate so that I knew that these are from Temu, and to give, you know, to give their dues as to who created what. So here I'm taking a small and a large tag, and I'm putting that metal gear on there, and I'm pushing the push pin. It's not a push pin. Oh my God. You guys know what it is. In there to hold it. And I'm trying to see if it's going to stay centered or not. I'm not sure because the holes are so big. And I think I have brad, that's what it is. I think I have larger brads that would fit in that hole better. But I'm going to take the brad, put it through the hole of the gear. I'm sure that's what it's called, a gear. Now I'm going to try and put it in again because I'd already separated the prongs. So we're going to put it in again, push it through, try and center it, and then I'm just going to try and center it as best I can, and then flip it down. I mean, it's not decorated. I'm just showing you what I want to do after it's decorated. And that way, see, we have a little bit of movement in the journal. I'm trying to use a whole bunch of different ideas from all our lovely crafty friends and try and, you know, You use some ideas, put something together, and keep it as an example. I should have that big ideas book somewhere and put something like that in there, but I never do that. I don't know why I don't. And then I forget about what that big idea is supposed to be. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some uh, flowers and stuff like that, different things to put it on the tissue. I want to be able to use the tissue on different pages or on different things I'm making, whether it be a tag or a, you know, a book, not a book. You know, it's one of those days when my brain's gone dead. I'm, you know, I'm watching this, so I wanted to try a few things. So I'm just grabbing a whole bunch of the different things. These are just little flowers, and I thought I'd do a couple of them. And I'm using my black archival ink. I was going to use the brown, but I think for now I'm just going to use the black. And then wipe it off and get it all clean and go on to the next one. And I'm going to do a couple of these. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video and I am going to fast forward this part because there's a lot of stamping, going through things, and you don't need to watch that in slow-mo. So let's stop that for a minute and we'll be right back. So here I just wanted to stop it a little bit to show you. I used my archival black ink. Now I'm just getting out some of my other inks that I have. This is a tray of pigmented ink, and I just wanted to color these in and see how they look, and I'm just testing it there to see. It's kind of light, and I think I decided to go with a darker green because I want it to be darker. I mean, I know it was pretty light on the book page. It probably would have been maybe okay on the white tissue paper. I'll get the words out eventually here. So here I am going to start stamping with some different colors. So we'll stop this again and I will continue to fast forward through all of this stamping business. So I slowed this down so that I can show you. This is an ice cream cone. And what I want is to have the brown on the bottom and a colored ice cream on the top. So I'm taking my archival ink and I'm looking for my strip of, it's kind of like an acetate, I guess, the backing of a, yeah, that, of my washi. Yeah, kind of explain that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on top. Now I know it's kind of squirmy, but it's a small stamp. So all I'm going to do is just hold it where the ice cream starts and the cone begins, and I want to just color. And it didn't matter if ink gets on the acetate because you can just wipe it off. So I'm just checking it out there. So I'm going to put the brown, and now I'm going to find, what color should I use for the ice cream? And then I thought, oh, I'll use this distress ink that I have. So I'm putting the film on the bottom so that it doesn't disturb the color of the ice cream. I mean, people use paper, you can use all kinds of things, but since I have these things, what the heck, I might as well, instead of putting them in the garbage, I might as well just use them. And I mean, I could cut it down, I could do all kinds of stuff, but no. So you can't really see it very well, but the ice cream actually turned out quite cute, and I really liked it. So now I'm just going to wipe off the ice cream, and I'm going to get it as kind of a red color, but it kind of comes out pinky, as you could tell from the hot air balloons up top. It's kind of the same color. Again, I'm going to just use my little cellophane, whatever it is, and cover the ice cream. And it actually turned out pretty good, so I was kind of glad. Yeah, it's really hard. You can't see it very well. What am I looking for? The white. Wipe it off. So here I'm trying it a little bit darker because you couldn't see it, you know, so I used a darker red. And again, I'm using my little cellophane and doing the cone. It turned out really cute, and you could see it a little bit better, although I'm quite far away. I didn't zoom in here. Okay, so let's fast forward again in a moment. What I found, I grabbed a piece of paper, I believe. I found a word that I wanted to use. And so I decided, while I have my stamping gear all out, I'm going to stamp this word, and I'm trying to remember what it says. I should look to see what it said. Oh, I'm reaching over. I just filmed this, so now I'm reaching. Oh yeah, have you ever wondered? That's what it is, and I wrote it a bunch of times. I kind of liked it. Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? To stick in with my words. Just kind of, I kind of like that phrase. Have you ever wondered? So I just grabbed a piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to stamp it a few times here. So now I'm just looking through to see if there's any of these other stamps that I want to do today. I mean, and then I decided, oh gosh, maybe I better do some leaves. And then I said, change my mind. So I brought these two back. Now they're both, I'm just cleaning up right now, putting things back. I've had that ink palette for years, and it's still juicy. The ink has really lasted. I can't remember. I think I got it at Michael's. I think I did. And I'm looking at some more things. Do I want to do any more words? And I'm going, nah. And I got ink all over my hands. Of course, then looking at this, I got another bright idea. Show you in a second. First, I'm going to, those are okay. I'm going to leave those. I don't think I'm going to color them. I'm just going to cut them up so that that sheet doesn't get all wrinkled and ruined. They seem to get stuck in places where they shouldn't be, I guess. And they get ripped and so on, because it's, you know, It's delicate. So I'm going to take those and I'll be able to put those in with my stash of stuff that I may or may not use. I'm just kind of doing, I guess it's kind of a mass make, but I think it's just an assortment of everything that I want to create. So I've decided I want to take, now that the ink is dry, and color in some of these green. So I started coloring with the coloring pencil, and it actually, I like it because you can be messy. You don't have to follow the lines, right? You don't have to go within the lines. And I think that's kind of fun because it's quick. You know, you don't have to be perfect with these things. You can just go along and just color away to your heart's content. Now, this was the faded green or the lighter green, and I thought, you know what? I am going to take out my marker and I'm going to go around it in black. And I thought this was a brilliant idea on the tissue paper. Just go over it in black and then color it. And then I'm going to go over the other one in black as well. But you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to follow the lines exactly. It's just to do it the best way you can, the way you want it. It's your art. It's your design. It's your fun project that you're doing. But I just thought this would accentuate it a little better. And then I realized, oh, it goes right through. So now I have 2 copies. And then I thought, oh my gosh, of all the tracing I've been doing, why didn't I do this? I could have had 2 copies of everything that I do. Ah, the things we think about later. Yep, so now I'm going to just, and messily just color it in. You can go over the lines. It's just to get some green underneath the black. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I thought, oh, I think I'll do that, but I said, no, I'm going to use the black and outline it. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just your artwork that you're creating. So, yeah, do whatever you like. So again, I'm going to stop here for a minute, fast forward this a little bit, and get on to the next project. And I just realized how great it is to have 2 copies of the same thing by using the tissue paper. So now I'm just showing you, see, by using the tissue paper and using my permanent marker, I got 2 of the same thing without stamping it twice. I thought that was kind of ingenious. Oh yeah. I'm sure I'm not the first person who thought of that. So those are the things I'm just showing you now that I'm preparing. These are all of the little bits and pieces that I'm preparing for my spring journal that I may or may not use, but it's nice to be able to kind of mass make or organize and say, okay, these are the papers I'd like to use. Maybe I'd like to use these colors. Maybe I want to make a collage page. Maybe I want to make a tuck spot, emphasizing a particular place. Maybe I might want to use a page out of the book. You know, but just to have the supplies handy and kind of organized, as organized as I can get, so that they're available, readily available, so that as I'm doing my project and I want something, that's it. That it's all there. I've got to wash my hands. I want to thank you for joining me today and watching me kind of prepare things for my spring journal. This is January. It's not spring yet, but I'm preparing for spring. So I want to thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.